Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome to the sports roundup of the week. But first, we're going to have to just have a pour a quick pint of smoke. Literally. And that's just going to be there until, you know, it decides to escape. It's pretty rudge. I've just realised I can do that. Right, so anyway, on to the most important part of the week. Get out of the way, kitty. So, first game of the week, we have Colo Colo versus Peaky and De Bruyne. 7th versus 8th in that order. The last week's scores, Colo scored an impressive 148.25 points, which I believe is the highest of the week. No, the Cannons might have got more. I haven't wrote the Cannons score down. It's the only one I haven't wrote down for last week. Stupid cat, fuck off. Hey, sorry guys. Pack it in, ginger bastard. Anyway, right, sorry about that. Yeah, so last week's top scorer for Colo was the Perez Wonder Hat-Trick, which netted him 37.5 points. And mine was a measly 17 points for James MacArthur, which I brought in when I realised that Xhaka, was it Xhaka? Was it Xhaka that wasn't playing? Someone. I think I traded him for Xhaka because Milner wasn't starting. I could be wrong. Right, so there's no real movement from this game. Could Colo move up the table? I don't believe so. But again, I think Colo's going to smash us. Nearly double the points, last week's points. So yeah, I can't see any way out. I think the Peaky and De Bruyne's are dead and buried. There's low morale around the camp, but you know the board have said they're going to stick with him since he got them into this league in the first place, is giving them a chance to rebuild next season. The next game we have Atletico and Pricked versus STP, 3rd versus 4th. An interesting game. So whoever wins this, well, if Tin wins, he will go 3rd. And obviously STP wants to win to keep the pressure up on the top 2. Last week, Tin scored 125.25 points, and STP got 10 more with 135.5 points. The top scorer was Sigurdsson for Tin's team, and he scored 27 points. Now, I think there's some controversy here. STP, Morrison, he's got 39.5 points, which is fair enough, but reading the stats, it said he got a goal. I'm pretty sure it was Liverpool 2, Cardiff 0, so I don't know if you want to have a look at that. There could be some serious complications if that appears to be the case, that he's been wrongly awarded a goal, but sorry, you know, I'm just doing my duty. Next game we have Sunny Money Happy Days versus the BJs. Sunny Money 6th and obviously Bukati Jackie's 1st, but will they continue to be 1st? It was a poor scoring week from Kyle, 93.25. Obviously I can't say out, he's still got 8 points more than me. Sunny Money managed 139.5. His top scorer for last week was Delafeo, which got him 28 points. And the Bukati Jackies obviously picked up Neil Etheridge, who was outcast from Peaky and De Bruyne's, and he scored 19.75. 19.75, sorry, yeah. So it was pretty weak, low scores for myself and Kyle, it looked like. But yeah, depending on the results, Sunny Money could actually go 3rd. Was it 3rd or was it 4th? I might have wrote that down. 3rd, I think, yeah. If Kyle loses this week and Gabe wins, obviously he will drop to 2nd and Gabe will go top. And that brings us to the last game, which is the Scranton Stranglers versus the Chudley Cannons. Scranton Stranglers' top scorer for last week was Milanovic with 24 points, and Chudley Cannons was Digne with 31.25. Obviously, as I've just said, it's a real big chance for the Scranton Stranglers to go 1st if they win, but they're still relying on Kyle to lose this week. And Chudley, now this is the thing, Cannons could go 3rd if he wins and no, he couldn't go third. I've wrote that down. He couldn't go third because unless it's an unlikely draw between the two, and he needs to beat STP by 70 points. I think a draw is the only way he would go third now. I forgot that Tin and STP were playing each other. Yeah, but could potentially go fourth. With a win, he could jump up the table. But yeah, he has to leapfrog STP. So even if STP loses, he's still got to beat STP's score this week by over 70 points to have a chance of leapfrogging him. So yeah, that was this week's football roundup, gentlemen. Pressure on at the top of the table. There could be some big moves this week. Obviously down the bottom, I'm there. Just hiya. So yeah, but it's been a pleasure, gentlemen. Best of luck this week, and hopefully I'm not on the review again next week. Hopefully I actually score some points. Who knows? It's been a pleasure, lads. See you in a bit.